Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Foxy the Dead. It's been a while. I'm here, but I'm not really here, but I'm here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I turned my 12-foot skeleton into a 12-foot scary Skelly. Now, basically what I did, I did buy that replaceable head of the scary Skelly head and grabbed my 12-foot skeleton and gave it more of a creepier look to it. So, before we get into the video, I would like to cover something. I apologize for the lack of uploads. I just been so freaking busy. I just haven't had time. And I will say one thing, I will no longer keep promises of when I upload. So you guys are basically just gonna have to see when I upload or not. But I'm back. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So ladies and gentlemen, here's all the Skelly parts right here, and here's the scary Skelly head right next to me. What we're gonna have to do first is that we're gonna have to spray paint all of these parts right here with this. I don't know if you can see it in camera. It's really getting dark right now. I don't know why I decided to start filming right now, but if you can see, there's a big color difference. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna recolor all of the parts right here. So yeah, right after we paint all the parts, we're gonna get to the second part, which will be, sorry, it's my bunny. My bunny loves Halloween. Look at that, dude. He's right there chilling next to Skelly's hand. And there he goes. He does this all the time for some reason. Every time when I pull out like the tombstones and stuff and film a video, he always comes out of nowhere and like loves to explore the parts. Anyways, once we're done painting all the parts, we're gonna get to adding the creeper cloth and the little details that this guy needs to make him look scary. So, see you there.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just bear with me with the voiceover, but yeah, I started painting all the parts, and as soon as I got to painting the hand, I ran into a little problem, and you'll see why.
Bro, this gotta be one of the stupidest things ever. So, this is a whole can right now. Listen to it. It's already emptied and only painted just 3 parts. That I did, like I said, I wasn't adding a lot of coats. But as you can see, this is what the color I want. Kind of like it like a really dark brown right there. Not really dark brown, but you know, tan. So I think what I'm gonna do right now, good thing I have time, I'm gonna run back to Lowe's and buy more of this paint so we can continue on with the process.
So yes, I decided to drive back to my local Lowe's, which is like, I guess, 10 minutes away from me, just to find out that they only had 1 more can left, and let's just check out the Halloween stuff before we do. But after that, I found out they only had 1 can, and it was stupid. And there's like other, like, oh, like there's some more stock in another store, but I was like 30 minutes away, so I decided to just work with what I had. So yes, as soon as I got to painting, I did get a majority of the parts painting, but as soon as I got to the right leg, it ran out on me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are all the parts already painted. Unfortunately, do not buy this paint. This thing, they suck. That's like $16 already wasted there. Anyways, so here are all the parts. As you can see, this one isn't painted because as soon as I was trying to use the second one, it just finished off on that one. So it's whatever. It doesn't even matter at this point because it doesn't really care. So we're gonna let all of this dry up, and then the next step is to give some brown spots on some of the parts so it gives it that creepy look to it. And then at the next step, we'll be able to add some creepy cloth.
So yes, at this point, this is where I started giving it the brown wash, and basically what I wanted to do is give it that dirty look. And the reason why I did this is because, you know, when it comes to skeletons, they're not just like, they're not just skeletons. They're all dirty and stuff. They're all covered up with whatever. They have no flesh, so obviously you want to give them that dirty look because they're pretty old. And especially with this 12-footer, for the paint, I ended up just washing down or watering down some brown paint. And the reason why I ended up going with brown paint instead of black is because when it comes to like colors, you want it to pop out and make it have life. You know, if it's just black, it's just gonna look boring and blonde, and that's not what I didn't want it to look. So I kind of was giving it that brown because I feel like with brown, it popped out more, you know, and it shows off better details in a way. Or you guys are gonna say, oh, black will do the same thing. Well, the thing is, with black, it does give out darker details, but it's not as vibrant with brown. You know, brown with like beige kind of works a lot better. It's a good combination. So yeah, so you can see like right there where there's dark spots were originally I used the brown, and you can see how good it looks. Like, I just love the way how it turned out. Just wait till you guys see like the final results after all the parts were painted with the brown. It looks amazing. And trust me, once you guys see it, you guys are gonna be like, what? Trust me, the process. I'm very sorry for my English. But trust the process. It's amazing. I know I'm saying that like 20,000 times, but yeah. After this is where after the paint dries on these, this is where I start adding like the protective coat, and I found out that doesn't work anyway because after using this guy after Halloween, the paint started cracking, and yeah, it was pretty sad. So probably like around this year, I probably have to repaint him completely. I'm just gonna spray paint. I'm not even gonna like give it a whole like. I'm not even gonna go through it like completely like by hand. But yeah, here I am just giving the final touches, and here's how it turned out. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here are all the parts all painted, and you can see how good it looks. Oh my god, I actually didn't think it would look that good. The next step is to add a clear coat on these because the paint that I was using, it's watered down. So if I were to leave this outside without giving it like without protection at all, it's just gonna like wash off, and that's what I don't want. So next step is to now add the clear coat. Unfortunately, I didn't record myself giving it the clear coat, but here I already started giving the creepy cloth and the fabric and the vines all over this guy. And this is kind of what I'm going for, is basically like the fabric. It's supposed to be like either flesh or clothing just hanging off of him, like all ripped up and stuff, because he just came out of the ground like a zombie. And yeah, the green creepy cloth was supposed to give off the illusion, as not the illusion, but the appearance of moss. And obviously the vines is supposedly all like all the roots and vines, all the bushes or whatever he's all got all over him. When it comes to, okay, for me with skeletons, I like to give them an appearance. I don't just like them looking like just regular skeletons with nothing on them. Obviously you got skeletons with clothing and whatever. For me, I like to give them that appeal. Why did I say that? Appearance. So, for example, like this skeleton that you see in one of those atmosphere effects or whatever you call it, in those projection things. I like the way how the skeleton looks, and this is my favorite type of look of a skeleton, when they have all the stuff hanging all over their like bones. Gives them like that dirty look and all that nasty look. But for this guy, for the 12-foot guy, we're giving him a lot because, you know, since it's a giant skeleton and he's probably going through bushes or whatever, maybe coming out of the ground all covered up with nasty stuff, with all that moss and vines and all that stuff that's remained on his body. So he's like right there on his knee. It kind of looks like there's flesh on him. But like I said, I didn't know what I really wanted to consider. I just considered it as like fabric or flesh just hanging up on him. And yeah, I'm just gonna say it looks amazing. Trust me, this is how I like my skeletons, just with like an appearance. And the way to hold these together is that I ended up using a staple gun, and most of the time it did actually work. But I believe on some parts, like I believe like around the hips, it did end up cracking the plastic, and I think breaking. And you can see right there, there's like a little piece just chipped off right there. But a majority of the time it did work. It stayed on. And the reason why I ended up using the staple instead of just using hot glue is because hot glue in the sun does tend to like fall apart, or like just like I said, you have something glued on with hot glue, it'll just stick off. And I didn't want to deal with that, so I ended up using some staples, or with a staple gun, because it worked really well and it actually helps. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, here are all the parts with the creepy cloth and the fabric. And I am telling you right now, this looks amazing. Just wait till we get to the assembly. Here I am assembling this this big guy, and like I said, I am just happy how it turned out. And I'm sorry if I went quiet. I just don't know what to say. I'm not used to doing these voiceovers because I'm just usually speaking with no script, and I feel like that would be easier the next time I ever do this. But yeah, here I am setting him up at a high speed. I was gonna like regularly do it to where it's just clip by clip, but yeah, nah. But yes, 12-foot skeleton, setting him up is a little bit of a hassle, especially to this part, because it's really heavy. I mean, it's not that heavy, but it's really hard to work with sometimes. And I remember one time setting this guy up for the first time, I ended up breaking one of the joints on the arms, and I was trying to make sure that didn't happen. But yeah, you can see I'm really struggling there, and that felt until I got that part on correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 12-foot scary Skelly in its glory. And I will say I am very happy how this guy turned out. And yes, I forgot to mention, I did add a fire and ice red light in there because I just feel like that will just give it a cool look. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So comment down below if you did like this guy or if you want to see more videos like this. And I think that will do it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked this video. Smash that like button if you did enjoy this video. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and turn on notifications. That way you guys get notified for more videos like this. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think that will do it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.